Hey guys, it's me, Hunter, and
Caleb.
So we kind of filmed yesterday, but we're not gonna actually upload it. I know you're probably like, why are you even mentioning it? Well, the reason why I'm mentioning it is because more stuff to talk about. Yes, I don't really know but we're gonna actually upload this one for sure because we need to start uploading shit. I'm making that a priority because yesterday it was kind of terrible because we just got the device we're using right now, the gimbal, and I needed to shave, so my face was all fluffy, which doesn't really look good. It looks like I was a bum yesterday since I had my painting, not my painting, but my like work clothes on too, so it kind of looked like shit. And we're gonna go 30 miles to go eat a buffet. We might film a little bit in there, but we had to kind of keep it like down low.
We're gonna drive hella miles just to go to a buffet.
Yep. You're gonna hit that car.
I'm not hitting any car.
You're gonna hit that car.
I'm not gonna hit any car. I'm going 30. Over 30.
So, our goal is, Kip,
I'm not.
our goal is to actually try to film more than we did before, because like before we only had like 4 vlogs and we just stopped. And right now we're not gonna really care about copyright since we're not gonna really be making any money off of YouTube for a while. But we do have some new things happening in our life. Like we are starting our own production company, and we have some shows coming out soon. So sooner or later in our community, not in our community channel, in our channel box, it's gonna actually have a production company YouTube channel when we start filming, and we'll have a look at behind the scenes also. He's gonna meet the CFO tomorrow. You never met him. I'm the CEO, he's the COO. How do you feel about that tomorrow, Kel?
Fine about it. It's a meeting.
And he's gonna meet one more person. I actually never met this person. My friend says he's a pretty cool person.
Oh, come on.
And he wants to
the bus gonna go or not?
kind of just go around it.
I'm supposed to yield for the fucking buses. It's not even fucking doing any fucking thing.
So
Jesus Christ.
our goal. So I'm gonna actually be vlogging part of that meeting too, not everything, since it's gonna be kind of private, of course. Maybe like the introduction and a little bit of them explaining who they are. I guess that will work too. Because the thing I'm using too is how we're gonna do our production thing is slightly different than most production company. Most production companies use actual big devices. We're gonna try to do what we call a phone production company. So basically a phone production company is where we film most everything on smartphones, because smartphones film in great quality and most of them actually have really good sound, and we want to show that anyone can really, if they want to be a creator, they can do it. Because I hear a lot of people saying that they can't really create anything because they don't really have enough like money for the high advanced cameras. Well, I don't have that much money for high advanced cameras or high advanced equipment, so I kind of do like somewhat cheap stuff. Like for example, the thing I'm using right now is a Smooth 4, which is kind of expensive, but it's kind of worth it just to get a better video quality. It's only $130, which isn't that bad compared to some of the other stuff. Like I saw this other one that it was like with the camera on it, it cost like close to $5 grand, which I would rather do it this way because it's a lot more cheaper and we can actually show that you can actually film stuff normally without spending that much money. Well, of course you would have the phone, but if you know, but you can get smartphones easily nowadays with contracts. You want to continue this video or keep talking?
No, I can get a cheap prepaid phone.
No, I'm talking about camera quality. Well, actually no, because you
no, you can get,
like for example the not the SA, the iPhone 6, which has a somewhat decent camera, you can get for like $200 at Target, which isn't too bad, to be honest, if you're trying to start.
yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to pay for service on it if you're able to make fun. You just have to buy the phone for like kind of like a video camera quality. Or you can always just go to a pawn shop. Pawn shops are pretty cheap stuff too. You have anything to say?
Also, I've seen people do better with shittier stuff anyway.
And remember, one thing that you guys need to
left here.
always remember it doesn't matter how good the quality of the video is, long if it has somewhat decent sound, it's better. That's what I always got told. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what I've been told. So that's what I've been told. I've been told that. So you're not taking the freeway?
No, I'm taking the other way.
So right now we're going to go to a buffet. We might film a little bit. And this car might look different actually to you, since this car is actually my car. So we'll be right back. Okay, let's try this.
1,000 feet, turn left onto First Avenue Northeast.
Okay, I'm trying to do this. So we are actually near where we used to live when we first moved to Washington. We're gonna show you guys it. So we were talking about a few minutes ago, since we seen the Salvation Army. Oh, it's that Starbucks. I remember when they were opening that one.
So, like, last time we were in this area, we were all high school students.
I was middle.
He was a middle school student.
You see that? I can't. You see that place over there?
Oh,
We were here when they just started to build that one.
I remember when it wasn't there.
I remember when there used to be a shop.
We
right
used to walk
across the
along
street.
this road every day to go to the library, me and Hunter.
Yeah, we used to go to the library every day. But
My
you know,
sister would complain about walking.
she still does that.
She
But-
still complains about walking.
But we were talking about when we was living. We saw the Salvation Army, and basically it was all boarded up. And we were remembering when we used to live in this small town called Newport, or we lived in Toledo at the time. But when we used to live there, we used to know this person who owned the Salvation Army, and basically every time we got good grades, she would give us $10. Remember it, Kim?
Oh yes, we got good. I remember only getting good grades like one time.
But I was only in elementary school, so it didn't really. You know how elementary school doesn't really have
I never read.
grades. So we're gonna actually show you where we used to live. This is kind of our old neighborhood for at least a year. This is where basically we first started to realize how different Oregon and Washington is.
We had to change and evolve and adapt.
Yeah, you're fucking picking your nose on
I'm
camera.
not picking my nose.
I saw you. It's on camera.
This isn't picking my nose.
It's on camera.
And we got assholes continuously everywhere, it seems.
But yeah, so oh god, that was horrible for you. But so this is where we used to live.
We're almost there.
So
We
was
just
that
live-
Walgreens here?
Yes.
I know these.
It was next to the Safeway here.
I know we used to go to the Safeway all the time.
Yeah.
I remember it looks like it was yesterday. Do you remember it?
I do remember it like it was yesterday.
I didn't. Sacagawea wasn't the best of schools, but it wasn't the worst of schools.
That school was pretty bad.
There used to be a shop over here when we first tried Takis or Takis, whatever they're called. Just drive through. Caleb.
Just drive through the whole place.
Yeah, I want to show them where we used to live. Just like point at it.
It's this right here, right?
Yeah, it's the next one though. Well, yeah, it's the next one. So,
You could have pulled in right there. You
Over-
want to drive through?
yeah, just right through. So, just kind of go slow since you have to. It was over here. I believe it was.
We lived right. It was on the inside.
It was this one.
Oh yeah, we lived right here on the inside.
Right over there, it was the bottom one. The one right there. Well, we just drove past it, but you know, it was that one that we first actually moved here. We kind of got in trouble because I don't know if you know, but in Oregon they don't really do the recycling and other shit.
Oh wow, what is this fool doing?
They mostly only have trash. Because I haven't really seen any other shit. So basically,
Let's see the
we
pool.
just do everything in the compactor, and that was about it.
Did you see people swimming?
No.
I didn't.
I remember
They used to be the ones that were swimming there the most
I know we used to go out there every single day and just go swimming
until they closed it at night.
until they closed at night. Even sometimes we would hop the fence, and I got in trouble for doing that once. My
Yeah.
dad yelled at me.
Yeah, they got in trouble for doing that a lot.
But like, it was
I
different.
can't see shit. Okay. No.
Because then we had to get used to taxes too. Like in Oregon, they don't really have tax.
It's sales tax.
Yeah.
That was something to get used to. Like, yeah, when we first moved up to Washington, that was something different. We were just used to it.
And then we.
What the hell was the federal doing that day?
And then the thing I was saying that we got in trouble with is, so basically, they have this giant thing that you throw trash in and it crushes it, right? But we were not really used to any of that, since all we really had in Oregon was a trash bin, right?
I've never seen trash compacted before.
Or compost, or really even
garbage.
recyclables. We almost only had.
We were completely backwood, almost. Backwood when we came up here. Backwoods.
So we actually
here.
threw some stuff into the compactor that wasn't supposed to be in it. We threw like recyclables and shit like that, and I guess some of it fell on the ground. And then they started charging us because they were fucking, bullshit. We should drive by that little old park thing, the one that you met that girl on Meet Me. What was it called? My yearbook back then.
That's called my yearbook, actually, back then.
I believe it's down this way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
We used to walk here a lot, actually. So I'm like, it's like vague, but I remember a little bit since it was so long ago. It was like 2012.
Yeah, it was kind of a while back when we lived here. Thing is, I barely remember what we're doing, but I felt fake.
It was done that way, but
I was gonna go a different way. They get back at it. There's other way.
just explain. We should call this down memory lane. Kind of.
Not really. This place was shitty to live in.
Yeah, it was not really the best place, but it was. Well, we had to get used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we met the communists for the first time, kind of. We met her once before, but that's before we actually knew she was how she was.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those stories where you meet the villain before he turns out to be the villain.
Yeah, kind of
That was kind of this.
The Incredibles. I realize that happens in both Incredibles, doesn't it?
It happens in both the movies. Like, holy crap, it had almost the same story beats.
It does.
But
we're not
they
gonna.
could have did so much more with that villain. Well, at least the concept that they had at first.
But we're not gonna really spoil that for you, though. We're just gonna
Just say it's like
it's
they
similar
did
to the
something with
first
the
one.
villain. It wasn't as good as the first.
I remember one time I skipped and I decided to go, oof. I just decided to go over there, right? You can't really see it. Just like to explore, but then it didn't really end up because I only skipped one day when I was in middle school, and it didn't really end up that well. It kind of fucked everything up. And I really didn't skip until it became high school, if that makes sense. During high school, I started to skip a lot more. But I still passed. I still finished. Unlike my sister. All she cares about is bullshit. We'll be right back. Right now I'm filming with my hand to actually kind of show you the difference between it. Oh my god, Caleb, it's near! Oh my god, it's right fucking there! Oh my god! It's right there! Oh, Jesus! Ah. So, do you see the difference between the... I'm sorry the footage might be a little bit shaky, but I want to kind of show you the difference between...
He's really
using
proud of
this
the difference of it.
and using it just with my hand.
Let's go get some food.
Oh my god, we're getting some food!
Get some buffet, Hunter. Hey. We'll let you guys know after
So
the food
we
come
would
out.
actually,
Oh, yeah.
and the last thing we were filming, people were actually staring at us.
We were looking at us.
They were looking at us because
We were looking at you, Hunter.
probably since I was pointing the camera outwards like this. Okay, we'll be right back.
We'll see you.
that we inside Country Buffet. This is what I got. That's what he got. How do you feel about it?
First plate. Oh, good.
Okay, that's always a simple now. Hey guys, we're back. How was your meal? We have a little bit, like 10 seconds of footage in there. It was kind of embarrassing, really. So fuck, wrong way. Hey guys, we're back.
He's gone down now.
I don't even know about that. I'm gonna add it into it. And he come the fuck down.
I'm done being a sassy ass.
I don't know where we are. He's gonna
Don't
kidnap
worry
me.
about it.
You know? Let's take a look. So actually, one of these weekends, we are gonna go on a 2-hour drive. Well, it was about this. We're gonna go to this old abandoned town to kind of shoot off a filming place. Well, it's not abandoned, it's more a tourist place, but we're gonna look at it to see if we can get at least a few shots.
There's a tank!
I missed it. Well, there's a tank back there. We should go take a look. Turn around.
Is that the National Guard surplus thing?
Can we video it? Since that's a...
I think you can take videos of tanks on Twitter.
I guess there was a tank back there. We missed it. We might have got part of it.
Were you filming the road?
When she said tank, I did this.
I just barely saw it.
I saw like cool view. How are you feeling right now?
I feel better.
And yes, I know we're gonna get copyright. But at least it's not a copyright strike. Copyright just means that they can make money off of it.
No one's making money off of this.
We'll be right back.
What the heck? Stop recording, you start recording, you stop recording, you start recording. Hi.
He's mad because I'm filming stopping.
This person is
not
driving
too
like
long.
20 and a 35.
Not too long a period of time. Well, they could be like someone trying to show their kid how to drive. Well, it's because I don't know what to do, and sorry about all the hand cutouts.
He always does.
Because, and especially since all you see is kind of like that, it doesn't fully go all dark. There you go. Well, I guess I could just always edit it once you see my edit in this. I could just edit it like a quick black screen, then, you know. You know? He doesn't know. Does he? He doesn't know. Does he? You know?
I don't know anything.
This car is pissing me off. He has road rage. I almost said roadways. He has roadways.
Always, every day.
He yells at people on the road.
course I do.
No, no. Why? Why, God? Why? It's not easy being green. Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop recording, you start recording, you stop recording, you start recording. Hi.
He's mad because I'm filming stopping.
This person is
not
driving
too
like
long.
20 and a 35.
Not too long a period of time. Well, they could be like someone trying to show their kid how to drive. Well, it's because I don't know what to do, and sorry about all the hand cutouts.
He always does it.
Because, and especially since all you see is kind of like that, it doesn't fully go all dark. There you go. Well, I guess I could just always edit it once you see my end in this. I could just edit it like a quick black screen, then, you know. You know? He doesn't know. Does he? He doesn't know. Does he? You know?
I don't know anything.
This car is pissing me off. He has road rage. I almost said roadways. He has roadways.
Always, every day.
He yells at people on the road. Oh no!
Yeah, of course I do.
No! No! Why? Why, God? Why? It's not easy being green. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Caleb, what the fuck are you doing?
Here's when I see you.
So, today, kids, I'm gonna show you to do math. No. Yeah, that's a student driver, Caleb. You can tell by how long it took them to take that turn.
I wanna go home and smoke.
Yeah, like I said, that's what you guys want to do.
Smoke all the time. Smoke so much he made a character out of it.
He smokes so much, it becomes a bag of weed.
Yeah, all that bag of weed that just sits. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know, but it's probably like this weed that just sits there for a long while. He don't smoke it, but eventually he will smoke it. That's me.
Because he's more into dabs. Just lock it on him.
What the fuck?
Oh shit, it's all blurry. There we go.
Because of the sun.
I locked it up to you.
Why are you filming me?
Why not?
Film you.
Why? I'm the camera person, so you're filming you.
It's your channel.
What do you mean it's all channels since you post the vlogs also?
Away with me, I gotta make it.
Fucking crackhead. He's a crackhead, see it?
Looking for the side to save me. Looking for the side of
My
life.
ears are bleeding. Okay, we'll be actually back soon. Let's just give a quick recaps of what just happened. So we were driving on this road that we're driving on right now. We were doing a live stream on Bigo, and then my dad called me, so we ended the call. And then we saw these people at the red light that needed help that were across the street. No one would stop for them, so then we decided to turn around to help them, and that's basically what we just did.
They got their vehicle running. Apparently there was like 30 people that didn't stop. And I was like, wow. They had their old cables and everything. Like, geez, you could have just pulled over and just called it done right there.
It was actually, I was going to film it, but it would have been kind of rude to do, you know, and that would have kind of been like more for clickbait.
Guys, we just sat in the car while they were doing the thing, but they got their car run, they got the truck running, and I feel good about it, I guess. Even though we're apprehensive at first.
I just kind of thought they were a little bit weird. Since he accidentally ran over his friend. And then he said, don't be a pussy, you're not squash.
Sounds like how we talk to each other.
But that's what happened so far. Nothing really that impressive. But remember, the most important part is if you see someone who needs help, especially if they have the plugs already out, try to help them. Unless it's late at night then.
You know, like, if you don't have to go out your way to help somebody, but don't, like, make yourself, like, a complete slave to others, basically, is what I'm saying.
And do not, if it's late at night, don't help anyone on the side of the road.
Don't help anyone late at night.
Yeah, because there's too many stories of people trying to be nice, they stop, they help them, and then they have to run for their life because they get killed. If it was dog outside, to be honest, I would say no.
I probably would have said no. Probably would have been something bad.
It just kind of is too risky. You know what I mean? Not to be rude, but is this true? I first thought they were going to ask for something else after.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was just, I was waiting for them to get that car started. And they got it running.
After getting under the car and hitting it with a 2x4.
That's what happens. That's how you get the starter to kick in, Hunter. But Dad does that.
I know, I just thought it was funny. He was like, this goddamn pipe isn't working.
Oh, this goddamn 2x4 isn't working. Give me that pipe you had. That's very funny.
It kind of seems... You guys will probably not get the humor.
That was humor in it. We thought it was funny.
I guess we'll be right back in a moment when we get closer to the house.
Oh,
Oof, let me shut off my... Do you know that means smelly in Somali, and that's what a boss told me?
Oof.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying OFF. So, that's about it for today, right, Caleb? Caleb, is that about it for today?
Oh, yes, that's about it for today.
So, what he's doing is just playing Crash Bandicoot, which he gets mad with whenever he plays
Because
it.
you talked to me at the wrong fucking time.
He knew I was about to film an
Yeah, that was
outro.
gonna go on sword.
Shut the fuck up, Caleb. So, that's about it for today. I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh.
So, this is about the end of the video.
Yeah.
What did you say about today? Did you enjoy the buffet?
Yes, I did.
And
What?
I guess that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You cover the...